are all now trying to read the judgment, but we get the key thing out of the judgment, which is that Sergeant Tamaklo has been, as it were, relieved of her responsibility to serving the jail sentence to the extent that the Court of Appeal feels the prosecution at the time couldn't prove its case. We will say it will be lawful because it is the court, higher court than the previous court. So we can look at it, but it doesn't really meet the threshold for setting aside. Looking at the case, reading a bit of the judgment I have received so far, I am not convinced that the appellant made the case for the court to overturn the decision of the lower court. But like I said, the Court of Appeal is one of the highest courts, and so their decision will be binding on all of us. When I hear the Attorney General wants to appeal the decision, it will be interesting what the Attorney General's submission will be. We want to look at it whether they really mean to appeal or is just political gimmickry. I believe that if the Attorney General had done a good job at the appeal stage, maybe the Court of Appeal would have been swayed by their submissions. As it stands now, it looks to me that they didn't do a good job, and is the reason why the Court of Appeal granted the prayer of the appellant. That is where, for me, as things stand, that is where it is. It is shocking, and I believe that it flies against our resolve to fighting corruption. If you look at the fact that when this woman was standing trial, she had all the opportunity to contest all the issues that they are raising now, but she chose to skip court, skip the country, and now, almost 4 or 5 years after judgment, she's here asking for the court to reverse the decision of the lower court.